Culture, culture, culture. That has to be the buzzword of the last decade on where you should be focused to improve your business. Now, of course, there's a lot of other places that we can move the needle, but when it comes to culture, it's funny when I really dig in with financial advisors most around the country about ways to improve their culture, how quickly they get goofy on me, right? How they start talking about, well, we're not a company that wants to do beer pong Fridays or bring your pet to work, or we're not going to sit around on bean bags and work off of our laptops. I don't think that's the culture that most financial advisors want, but today is about actionable steps. What are the top 5 ways that I have seen financial advisors intentionally improve their culture inside of their offices that have worked from the east to the west, north to the south, all 50 states with all different types of financial advisors who are successful and independent. What are they doing to improve their culture? So let me start that with number 5, and that's going to be a place that I challenge you to examine the ordinary. It might sound a little strange, but what I mean is, we need to take a look at, before we get into these great, culture benefits you want to offer to your staff, what does their pay scale look like, right? How competitive are you on a pay structure compared to other places that they could be looking for comparable work? You obviously want to be paying above market wage for above average talent, right? What are they getting paid? What does their paid time off look like? Is that sick leave or personal leave, or do you just leave it at paid time off? What about their retirement benefits? What about their health care? What about their dental, right? We have a little exercise that we go through sometimes when we're starting to design culture benefits that says, before we do the culture colors, all these bright and shiny things, we need to look at the beige. We need to examine the ordinary and take a look at, are there ways there that we can improve those basic features that are fundamental to getting the right people inside of your office? Now, number 4, what I want to say here as one of the ways that you can improve your culture is going to be to offer or focus on family, spouse, partner type of events, right? This is saying, maybe there's some birthdays or some company milestone celebrations or some gifting that you're going to do that will involve the family of the people that you work with. What it tells them is that family is important to you. It's part of your thought process, knowing that they are caretakers at home and that they're responsible for other people and that you're embracing that. That starts to build up what your culture really is about. It doesn't make it feel just about making money. We know what the money is for, to support the people that they love. So that was number 5 and number 4. Number 3 that I want to give you as a way to improve your culture is think about a company-wide incentive trip. I've seen a lot of financial advisor offices do this, and it serves as a rallying cry for the office, right? What they are able to do is say, this is the goal that we're going after, whether that's assets gathered or revenue or profit. I have some that are based on the number of new families that they serve or the number of total families that they serve. Whatever the metric is for you, what I want to challenge you to do is set that out, put a little bit of a stretch to it, maybe an additional 10%, additional 15%. That'll help you as the entrepreneur rationalize the extra cost that it would take to do an incentive trip. But once we hit that stretch, right, then let's go after it and reward your staff, reward your teammates for doing this, and take them on a company-wide incentive trip. We've been doing this at our firm for almost a decade, and we have seen a lot of positive results out of it. So that was 5 in examining the ordinary, 4, right, in the family or spouse events, 3 in considering an incentive trip. Number 2, let me offer this one to you. Think about creating some sort of intentional separator or some sort of intentional differentiator inside of your firm or your benefits. Some things I've seen here, now this isn't for everybody, but there are offices I work with that have unlimited paid time off, unlimited PTO. You have to have a performance-based culture and have fostered that in order to make that happen. But that is something that is definitely different compared to most other offices out there. Dress code can be a differentiator, whether that's dressed up or dressed down, whether that's you paying for the people to dress the way that you want them to periodically. So you could think about dress code as a differentiator. You could think about something as large as an employee stock option plan, giving people shared ownership in the profits of your company, or something even as small as food. I've been inside of offices I work with where every Friday they buy their entire staff lunch, and it is a big deal to a lot of the staff. So whether it's something as big as stock options, as small as food, or the dress code or paid time off, and there are others that we could brainstorm here, if you had one of your very best employees out with somebody else who would be a fantastic team member at your firm, what's the differentiator that they're going to talk about? What's the thing that separates out your culture from somebody else? So try to intentionally craft that differentiator. I could give you some more ideas on that if you want to. And the number one thing that I know that you can do to separate your firm out from a culture standpoint is to integrate charity into your firm. And that's what a lot of this entire series that I've been doing recently on is I'm trying to give you specifics and ideas and ways and timing and all the tools that you could need to make this happen, whether it's around the holidays or any other time. What I'll challenge you to do, though, is find something that's close to your heart. Find something that's meaningful to you. And then get behind it, right? Find ways to financially get behind it. Maybe that's a couple, not just a check from you, but maybe client events that you do or a charity gala that you throw. I have a couple offices I work with that do that. Some ways to monetarily get behind it. I also have on that note other offices that will do kind of a Tom's or a Warby Parker type model for every client that they serve. X amount is donated to that cause. So find a way to financially get behind it, but then put your time into it, right? Don't just sit back as a checkbook. Find ways that you and your staff and your clients can dig in with those people, and maybe quarterly or even more often spend time out of the office to go out and do that. So that would be the number one way. I've got all kinds of tools and resources and videos that we've been recording here on that topic. So top 5 ways that I have seen people improve their culture intentionally. To wrap that up or to summarize that for you, examine the ordinary. Think about integrating family, spouse, partners, right? Think about a company-wide incentive trip that you all can celebrate on and you can reach for. Create a separator of some sort, integrate charity. There are dozens of other ways that we have helped the top financial advisors around the country improve their culture. I would love to spend more time with you on that if that makes sense, if that's something that you want to focus on. But my overall hope is that you want your firm, your financial firm, to be more than just making money. And I'm confident that you do. And whatever that is, let's find a way to put that into your practice. Let's find a way to intentionally make that part of what your firm is going to put into the community. And that way, next time somebody brings up culture, the things that go through your mind aren't beer pong, they aren't bring your pet to work, they aren't beanbags. You can do that if you want. But you know what it means to you, and you know what type of culture you are intentionally crafting. If you need anything else, you can always find me at MattyNeu.com. And then if there's anything else that you need directly off of this, always also feel welcome to ping back, follow, and comment and let us know what we can do. Until next time, take care. Bye-bye.